Hello guys, welcome back to another Old Dan Adventures. Today we came out to Fort Griffin. We're just outside of Albany, Texas. We're going to be looking around this fort. We got ourselves a little cart that you get for the tour. It's only $5 per person, and you get to go around and explore the whole place yourself. Plus they have a little museum that we'll be exploring right after we get done looking around here. So let's start over here on number one spot. It's the well. Alright guys, we are starting right here at the well. The well was their watering spot for all their stuff they did from doing clothes to cooking, for drinking and everything else. And it's a pretty good size well. They kind of have it blocked off, but you can see down in there, and there's still water in it. And this is going to be their watering hole, guys. And then as you can see around, you got the whole little civilization around it. Lots of buildings still standing for us to go explore. So right now we're going to go over to the barracks and see what that looked like. Alright guys, we are back in front of the mess hall. This is where they would eat, and it's right next to their well, so they had an easier short path to get water. Everybody kind of ate in here, even soldiers and settlements and stuff. So we're going to take a step inside and see what it looks like. Might want to cut and maybe get a flashlight. Good. Alright, we got some tables in here. We got lanterns hanging from the ceiling for light. It's kind of cool in here, actually. Some of you guys is warming up outside. I'm sure it'll get hot in here later. And back here, I guess back here was their storage room. We got some kegs of what they used to have. They got some salted pork. Looks like they got 2 barrels, 3 barrels. Look at it, like they got a lot of salted pork in here. They got shelves up here that keep the other of their dry goods up, I'm guessing. Other shelves over here. They got a little door going out the back here. It looks like they had plenty of space in here to feed quite a few people. Got several tables in here. They got windows. Got little shutters they made for them. And back here on this back table, we have a wooden coffin, and we got some lanterns with a little bit of fuel in them. Alright guys, this is where they ate, and this is their mess hall. And I guess let's continue on to the journey and see what's next. Alright guys, this is going to be the first sergeant's quarters, and as we can see on the plaque right here, that they had their own private quarters, and it was located at the east end of each row of the barracks. We can see what's left of the building right here. It looks kind of small. I don't know, maybe it was bigger, but this is the foundation of what's left. And then also there's a little maybe shed over here. Not really sure if that's maybe a new thing, or maybe that was something that was already there. There's also a shed back here that we will go check out. Alright guys, it looks like back here we got this little shed. Go up inside here and see what's in here. Alright, there's a little chimney in here. It looks like this was a little room at some point. This is an interesting little room. Got a lot of wasp nests in here, so I'm gonna kind of watch for those. Now look how old style this door is. Look at that. And it's got a wooden slide lock on it. Look at that, guys. That's old school there. Alright, nice little doorknob there that they made. Looks like they made open the little windows that you can open, so if it got too hot in here. All right. Nice and quiet. This is fun. Okay. Fun on the go. All right, guys. This is going to be the barrack huts. They look pretty small. So let's see what this says. Is used from local materials. Much of the wood was used for the enlisted men's barracks huts. They use cottonwood trees, it looks like. All right, let's go check one of these out, guys. All right, looks like in here we got top and a bottom bunk here, and then another top and a bottom bunk here. Honestly, look pretty small. Back here we have another little fireplace. Got a chair, got a table, and another chair for them to sit at. Oh, again, they got windows that they can open. Little lantern sitting up here. And again, there's a bunch of wasp nests up in here that we gotta watch out for. Oh. And this is how they lived. This is a crazy small spot for soldiers to live in, especially for 4 people. Wow, this is a tight, cramped spot. Alright, we got another one over here we'll go look at. Alright. Again, this one's pretty much similar to the last one. We got 4 bunks in here. Table in the corner, fireplace. Got a place that they can hang their coats, hats, put some little stuff on the shelf up here. It's kind of cool in here right now. I'm sure it got pretty hot out here, guys. So, alright, we're going to head off to the next spot, which is going to be their parade ground. Alright, we're here in front of their parade ground. Alright, guys, this is their parade ground, and this was their heart of the fort. This is where the soldiers would assemble here daily for drills and inspection on the flagpole right here. After the ship's mast stood 60 foot tall on the flagpole, currently on the ground is a replica. So this is a replica of what really used to be here. Imagine all the soldiers coming up here and gathering around and doing their thing, getting inspected. Kind of crazy. This was their library. This was boasted the collection of over 100 titles. It was well stocked for a small size remote location. Although no images of the library, unfortunately, but this is what's left of it, guys. Just a small ruin of a library is all that's left. You can see it had kind of a H shape in the middle here. Maybe that was a bookshelf, case, chimney in the middle, who knows. But unfortunately, that's all that's left of it, and there's really not much to see what it used to be. Kind of have to use your imagination. Alright, guys, we're over here at the officers' quarters. This is the officers' quarters that lined the east side of their pride ground. It was a wooden framed housing, as plastered interior walls, stone fireplaces, and had covered porches, fenced yards, detached kitchens, and private outhouses. Now this is what's all that's left of this one, guys. It's just a chimney standing here. And a whole bunch of wasp, obviously. And this is the foundation that's left. You can see all the wasps flying around. I want to kind of avoid them. Then this is the chimney right here. They even got a piece of burnt wood in there. Look at that. Alright, guys, there's also, we got 2 other structures out here in the background. I don't really see a path to them, so we just kind of give you a look. Got one back there. Alright, anyways, those are the two structures in the background. That's where we came from over there. As I was talking about before I realized that my mic was not on, here's the foundation of the barracks and the chimney. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not paying attention much, I guess. Alright, so now we're going to head back off this direction, which is there's another building off over here that we're going to check out. Right here, the information is fort, common features at the fort in the 1800s. And there's a civilian market, slaughter, they can sell goods, not generally supplied by the military, and so this is kind of where they would get all their stuff right here, guys. And this is the shot of the plaque here. This is what I was reading from. They had canned foods, they sold guns, ammunition, everything that everybody would need here. Alright. This is what the fort looks like. Or not the fort, but the surrounding of what's left of it. I'll give you guys a slow pan because I'm always going too fast on looking at stuff. So I want to kind of slow it down a little bit so that you guys can get a better view of things. Right, this side of the wall is missing right here. I'm going to continue to walk around it. It's pretty neat to come out here and see the ruins of places. Alright, looks like it's out back here. Step inside of here, and I'm sure they would have had their own little booths and little places that may have been a little bit bigger even, but the back part of it's missing. Also, they had a fireplace over here. It's always important in the winter time and colder months to try to keep warm. It looks like, see, there's two windows there. Back is gone. Two more windows over here. It looks like this was the doorway in, and then they had three other larger windows right here, and looks like another one up there. I guess might have been for ventilation or whatever. All right, guys, let's go look at the next spot. Alright, this is going to be the administration building, guys. This is also what's left. And kind of got a chimney in the middle of it, looks like. Let's read the plaque right here. This plaque says this is the administration building that served as the fort's headquarters. It was built of stone. It was measuring 18 feet by 45 feet. It was one of the fort's largest structures. The commanding officer and his assaultant, called an adjutant, worked out of this building. Alright, guys, let's go check it out. Alright, this is what we got left of the building here. Alright, looks like they had either a porch or a walkway in the front right here. I'm assuming that this is one of the doorways. Had a window next to it. Kind of walk inside here. Looks like it was kind of a small square room. I guess it was a 2-office room, and they kind of had I guess maybe a fireplace in the middle, or this was just a dividing wall. Well, I guess it was just a dividing wall, guys. Not much left of the back part here. And it looks like this was actually 3 different rooms. So this is the room that was next to it. It kind of looked like a chimney, but I guess it's not. And then that would be the other doorway in here, and I guess this would either be another little office, I guess, right here. And it had 2 windows, so we're gonna assume that the door was obviously over here somewhere, back wall. And then they had all of this out here behind them. Whether there may or may have been other buildings maybe back here or not sure. Maybe, I don't know. Probably parked the horses out here. I hope you guys really enjoy it. I'm really enjoying it. And again, guys, smash that like button. Help the video out. It really helps me grow the video. It helps me be able to get out to more places and maybe more excitement. And hopefully, you know, who knows? I just also hit that subscribe button. It really helps out as well. All right, guys, we're here at the next spot. We're gonna walk over here, see what it says. It's also another kind of just a foundation. There's not much left of it. It looks like this is also another commanding officer's quarters, and they lived a part of the fort. See, their houses were large, they were comfortable. See, the house on the side measured 24 feet by 30 feet and featured 4 rooms and 2 fireplaces. That sounds a lot bigger than what's left. So let's check it out real quick. Alright, guys, it looks like this is going to be the little walkway up to it. We got some stones that are still in place. It's probably going to be the front door right here. It's probably where you went in at. Got some kind of rubble left over here. This looks like it might have been a fireplace. Kind of got the foundation right here. Walk across at the another officer's quarters. It was big. They had 2 fireplaces. This is the foundation that we're walking on right here. Alright, this probably was another either fireplace or maybe small closet or something. And look at that big green grasshopper guy. Look at that. Look at that sucker. Yeah, let's see how close we can get to him. Hey fella, how you doing? Alright, on with the adventure. Right, guys, this looks like this was the hospital compound. And looks like they served the needs of the garrison, the sick and the injured. They had 12 beds. They had a laundry. They had a morgue. Looks like it was built on stone piles. It was raised up to 18 inches off the ground for the improved air circulation. That was pretty smart for back in the day. You know, it looks like there's just a square left. I guess this is what it stood on top of. Oh wow. They weren't kidding, were they? That's crazy. They built this high up just to put a building on top of for airflow. That is just freaking crazy, guys. I mean, like, they thought of that back in the day. That is just nuts, guys. Wow. Just freaking wow. Too bad the building's not left on top of it. See what it would have looked like. Alright, guys, let's go to the next spot. Alright, guys, we are over here at the bakery. The bakery was one of the most substantial buildings on the post. It was built of stone, suppressed shingle roof. The bakery was one of the few structures that remains from the original fort. It's a permanent structure, and it provided over 800 loaves per day. Wow. And this is the original building still here. I don't think we can go inside, but we can take a look around it. Alright, take a look inside the window. Got tables in there, some pots and stuff. I believe it's open. No, it is locked, guys. We can't go inside, unfortunately. But it is an original building. Look at, you got this little kind of built out right here at an angle. Not sure what that was for. To the side, I'm sure that these are new. They added gutters to it so it would drain properly. Here's another window on this side. Get another look inside. Alright. Probably wasn't supposed to go back that way. Probably was supposed to continue down this trail. Head back around. We'll find out. Alright, that was the general quarters there. This is an old wagon that they got sitting out here in the field. It looks like it was a chuck wagon. You can see the cabinet on the back of it where they used to keep their goods and stuff, pots and pans. Alright guys, we're done with the touring the out here, all of the buildings that were left out here. Now we're up here at the visitor center. Right here is another sign that tells us what was out here. Log houses and such, shackled or ramshackle barrack huts. There was picket cottages, tents, all kinds of things out here, guys. Over here we have some other kind of plaque that they got here. Fort Griffin. Don't know how well you guys can see it. Alright, now we're going to head off inside and go to the museum. Inside the museum, guys, got the pictures on the wall. Got old horn and jawbone. Got some fur here. They have a video to watch when you come in. Black on this side of the wall. You know, the family forts and everything that used to be out here. guess this is a trail that would ran through. And then you can see the forts, the family forts, which is only one right here in Davis. Go on to the next one. Alright, looks like we got the founding Fort Griffin flag here. Got some information, some cards right here. You can lift them up. Alright, next card please. I guess it's thicker than I thought. Get a reverse side. Another side here. Barracks. The quarters, these are what they used to look like. Mess hall, which we seen was still a complete building. Bakery, what it used to look like. Over here, we have some things that were found out there. Got some old forks, spoons, things they used to use. An axe blade. A meat tin. And over here, we have times, but they did 6:30 at Bell. 7 at breakfast, grills by 7:30. This also has little cards to look at. Open these up. It looks like these are notes. Another note over here. Some boxes right here, and it looks like we can lift this one up. And it is a box full of old nails. The type they used to use for building. Alright. In this box, coffee. A lot of coffee beans. Everybody needs a cup of coffee in the morning. Rifle on the wall. See his name on it. Looks like it was a one-shooter rifle. Alright, we'll go around over here. We got the wagons on the planes. Also business goods, supply and demand. They had their shops and industries built up. Right. Over here are some origins. The type of violence and vagrants and stuff. Texas Rangers. Right on this side over here, guys. The families at the fort. A picture of a baby in a carriage. Right over here, we got a doll in a case. The type of dolls they used to have. Over here we have another display. We got some dimes, quarters, nickels. Looks like we got a pipe, pocket knife. We got the mouth harp, button hook, ivory pendant, a ring, woman's ring. This is making life and making a living for the fort. bridges. And over here, they're going to have a little story box right here that's got 4 different buttons. It's going to tell you about some stuff about the fort and the people that used to live here and such. But I would recommend that you come out here and visit it for yourself, experience it for yourself, and help support it. Alright, looks like we got a piece of railroad right here. Iron, Texas Star on it, branding their cattle. They used to deal with longhorn out here. Alright guys, this is going to conclude our video for today. It's the end of the museum part. Tour out there. Again, like and subscribe. Come out here for yourselves, experience it, and we'll see you again next time, guys.
No, you're not allowed.
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Oh. I am the tech monkey.
I will look at the video after it's edited.
What? Has that not been on? Daniel.
I wonder if it was on timer.
Oh.
It's on now. Hello, hello, check, 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 check. Hi, how you guys doing? Is this working? Oh my goodness. Give me back my jack.
Oh. Okay.
Please.
Ah, yes. There you go. There's your jacket.
Don't you know? Woohoo! Well, this thing got power, boy. Love to have one of these, boy. Woo, we could have some fun in this sun. I gotta get one. I gotta get me one of these.
You wind up with it stuck sideways in the mud.
Still would have fun, though.
Yes.
Gonna have to put some pretty deep music in with this.
Got you covered. That's why I'm glad this thing has those bars.
Right? Go ahead and plug your mic in. Alright, now this is about to die. Alright, 3, 2,